All right, how you doing, Rick?
Hey, Nacho, how you doing, buddy? Good. Hey,
I'm doing great.
you guys live in this world, right, of injuries, and it can happen to any player at any time. And that what happened to Vita was kind of horrific, right, with the broken leg. Just how are you able to kind of like go from that emotion to what you have to do, which is jump in there and play right away? How tough is that to do?
I mean, it's always been about the next man up, and seeing when your brothers go down like that, it's heartbreaking. But since I came in the league, adversity has always challenged me. Dontario Poe went down before, and I had to do the same thing again. Step in and fill big shoes.
Thanks.
All right, next up's going to be Greg Allman.
Hey, Nacho, I want to go back to 16 and 17 with the Chiefs. And you had, again, big role, snaps like what you're going to face moving forward. I know you haven't had that in a couple of years, but what was that like for you? And how much does that experience help you now as you're asked to take on more?
Oh, it was great. I mean, because like I said, I've been there before, And to be honest with you, it's not a big shocker as far as my role having to increase because every time I come to work in my whole offseason, I'm preparing to be a starter. So, I mean, if you're preparing to be a backup, you're in the wrong game. I come to work as if I'm going to be out there playing 50, 60 plays. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I fit where I'm supposed to be at. But for my role to change, it doesn't change my preparation, it doesn't change my mentality. I just understand, my role is bigger, and I have the opportunity. Don't count the plays, make the plays count.
For you, what has to happen around you? What else does this defense has to do? It's not on one person to replace Vita Vea. What else has to happen to make this work?
You just have to depend on your brother. Make sure he's doing his assignment. It's gap integrity. And you just take care of what you have to do that down. Defeat the man in front of you, and everybody's going to make plays. The plays will come to you. Don't get out your gap. Don't do anything special. Just put your personality within the plays.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
All right, next is Ed Encino.
How are you doing, Ed?
Hey, what's up, Nacho? Hey, going along with what with what Greg had mentioned a little bit. How much of the success that you guys do as a defense, as far as that front seven goes, has to do with you guys working off of each other. Like you said, the almost this partnership of getting stuff done, especially when it comes to stopping the run.
Oh, it's big. It's to a point. If anything happens amongst our defense, you know who did it because you understand you're supposed to be here at this time during this play. So when anything happens, you already know. You don't have to point a finger. You just look at that person, and he'll tell you, what, that's my fault. I won't do it again. I'll be in my gap. I'll be where I'm supposed to be. So it's a lot of depending on your brother and depending that he's going to do his job every play, every snap.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, next is going to be John Ledyard.
Nacho, the Packers have one of the best centers in the NFL in Corey Linsley. Have you watched him at all? And if so, what do you think about that potential matchup going against him?
I have. I've seen him. I love it. He's a great vet. He's a savvy guy. He does a lot of things, and I respect him. But I've been against some, Pro Bowl guys, and I just love to raise my play to who I'm going against. So I feel like it's going to be a great challenge, and I accept the challenge. I'm just ready to play him on Sunday.
Thank you.
All right, we'll go to Leo Haggerty. If anyone else has questions, please raise your hand.
Rakeem, as a nose tackle, you can be attacked from three different directions, straight up or either side. When you're talking about playing off a double team, what's your technique with that?
Playing off a double team, to be honest with you, you're trying to make it a single block. Attacking them before they hit you. As long as you can hit the man on key, whether it's your center or your guard, and you can drive him off a level, then you can defeat the double team. But as long as you're on one level and the guard or whoever's working with them can hit your hip, then you're going to get defeated. It's going to be a two-man surface. But if you can take that first guy back, it's no double team. It's a one-on-one block, mano a mano.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I will go to Kevin O'Donnell.
Hey, Rakeem, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Wanted to talk to you just about the difference that you see with this team from a year ago, just in terms of the confidence level. Just listen to Devin White and JPP coming off a disappointing loss to Chicago. it appears your confidence level is very, very still strong with this team. Do you notice a big difference, and what can you put your finger on?
I do. It's a swagger that's coming about, a surety, of our play and the people that we have here. At the beginning, it was kind of like, we know we have a good squad, but we don't understand what we can really be as far as our potential. And now going into the second year with, a lot of the same guys, they understand who we can be, where we can go with this team, and you just feel it amongst the whole building.
Not to put down the teams you've just played, but this is probably the most, I guess you call a contender since playing the Saints. Is this kind of a measuring stick for you guys to say, we came up short against the Saints, but this is one we really need to show where we are at?
Correct. Because the one thing that you can't commend to the Packers, they're flawless. They don't make many mistakes. Aaron Rodgers, he does his job, no picks. So it's a lot of things that we have to hone in, and we have to play mistake-free football. It can't be Bucs beating Bucs. So up until all our previous games, NFL is NFL, all great teams. But to the date, they're the best opponent that we're going to face.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right, we'll go over to Ed and Cena.
Nacho, you talked earlier about preparing for everything as if you're going to start, right? I mean, how important is that mentality for you and carrying that throughout kind of your career, and it's kind of a part of who you are, kind of.
I mean, it's one of them things. Something can happen at any moment, and you don't want to be sitting there preparing for, I'm preparing for 5 plays or 10 plays, and one day somebody wake up with a stomach sickness, and now you're in there for 40 plays, and it shows in your preparation. You're out there making mistakes. You're out there losing downs, or you're getting cut out your gap because you didn't put yourself in the best situation to be successful. So when the opportunity comes, you just want to be ready. So I always prepare like I'm that guy. I'm going to be out there for you plays. Regardless of what happens on Sunday, I feel like I'm going to be out there for 40 plays. So I always play like that. I always come to work like that. And just, it's my joy. So I take pride in what I do.
Thanks.
All right, we'll close out with that. Thanks for taking the time, Nacho.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a great one.